Hello and welcome. Today we are doing a pick a card reading to see what the month of June holds for you in your career and or finances. Now, as we dive into this reading together, remember that you are the creator of your reality. So always, always take what you need from these readings, take what resonates, and leave what doesn't. Find your own truths, clarity, and alignment in these readings, whatever that looks like for you. Now, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Taylor Eaton, and I am the author of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, which is one of the decks that I have here for you to pick from today. Now, before we select your pile for the reading, please remember that the only place that I offer private readings is in the Wealth Vibe membership, so please be aware of people pretending to be me on social media or in the comments offering you a private reading. Those people are not me. Now, also coming up later this month, I'm going to be running a big sale in my business to celebrate my 6-year anniversary in business. So if you want to get all the details on that, then make sure you are signed up for my email list. That link is below in the description and pinned comment. Also, signing up for my email list means that you're getting weekly money manifestation tips, inspiration, guidance, tools, all that sort of stuff. So it's just a phenomenal place to be. That's where I share exclusive channeled messages from my collective around wealth and manifestation. So I would love to get to connect with you via email and also let you in on this amazing sale we have coming up. And lastly, if you are looking for a high vibe community full of like-minded people, exclusive mini money readings, money meditations, and tons of resources to help you manifest the wealth you desire, you are more than welcome to come join me in the Wealth Vibe membership. We just today, June 1st, the day this video is posting, started a 21-day receiving mode challenge to help you relax your way to more money. So if you want to come join in for that or get all the other amazing perks of being in the membership, the link for the Wealth Vibe is also in the description and pinned comment below. We're also starting to do daily mini wealth readings in there. So if you love these sorts of readings, you can get access to daily readings from me inside of the Wealth Vibe membership. That's starting in just a few days on June 6th. And I'm so excited to add that as a feature to the membership. It's honestly just an insane steal for the price of the membership, which is only $25 a month, and you can cancel at any time. So come check it out if you feel called. I'd love to personally connect with you there. Now, with all of that being said, it is time to pick your deck so we can see what the month of June holds for your finances and or career. So if you haven't already, take a look at the piles here and see which one you are intuitively drawn to. We have deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, and deck 4. If you like to use crystals to choose, I will give you a close-up of those right now. So for deck 1, we have our Amethyst crystal. For deck 2, we have our clear quartz. For deck 3, we have Citrine. For deck 4, we have Kiwi Jasper. Now, you are absolutely welcome to watch more than one pile if multiple piles are calling to you. That just means that there are pieces of guidance meant for you in each of those readings. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to, take however long you need to choose your pile or piles, and then click the timestamps below in the description to jump to whichever of the piles that you are called to. And I'll see you in your reading. Hello, deck number 1. I am so excited to dive into your reading to see what is in store for you financially in the month of June. So we are going to dive right in. I'm going to be pulling from your deck that you picked in just a moment. We're using all of the decks in all of readings today. And for this reading, we're starting off with our Wealthy Woman deck because I designed it specifically to be a deck around money. So when we want to look at these predictions for the future financially, we want to look at, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. We want to look at, start with the Wealthy Woman deck. So here's what I see coming for you. First of all, the amazing card to start your reading off with for the month of June. You are going to have big things to celebrate this month. Deck 6. Wow. I see this, my collective's giving me images of like this big boost to your career, your visibility, your public image, your opportunities, your income. I'm seeing so much to celebrate. I'm seeing some of you celebrating really miraculous money manifestations, like things like akin to winning the lotto. That might even be the case for some of you. I see it for a lot of you in different levels, different amounts of money coming in, but just amazing ways that money coming out of the blue in ways you can't imagine. Also opportunities and bumps in your career, upward trajectory movements in your career in just the most phenomenal ways. And I'm getting that all this is coming in ways that I saw 44 for you that are going to bring you more financial stability and more of a sense of stability in kind of almost having claimed your place in your industry, in your field, even just having more of that sense of security in your life, right? But again, it's going to come in a really unpredictable way. So the universe is saying right now, don't even try to predict it. That's what I'm getting. Don't even try to predict it. We're going to get much more guidance, don't worry. But there's just so much, I definitely see it around your career. So much coming for you this month. And it's also going to allow you to give back to others, which is really beautiful. This kind of boon that you're going to receive. This, again, whether it's a promotion, a raise, a new job offer, a boost in visibility in your niche or in your business, your career, a windfall of money, whatever it is, it's going to be something that is going to allow you to give back to others. So the universe is saying, wow, I'm getting that you've kind of accumulated, almost for lack of a better word, like this amazing karma from the universe in recent months and years. Especially I'm getting the last 2 to 3 years for most of you. Like you've been working from a very heart-centered place or living life from a very heart-centered place. You're giving back to your community. You've been, even if it's not been financially, for some of you it might have been, but many of you have been energetically just contributing positively to your community, to your team at work, to your clients, to your industry. You've been giving so much lately. And the universe is saying that's built up this almost like positive karmic debt that you're getting paid out this month. And it's coming in the form of, these opportunities or these windfalls of money. And it's going to be such a positive celebration. And the universe is saying it's going to allow you to give back even more to others, right? Because giving gets to be this really beautiful cycle where you give and in return you'll receive tenfold, and you give back more, and then you give back, and it's just this beautiful upward spiral. So that's very exciting. Again, with our artisan card here, I'm seeing that, again, for most of you, this is going to be like a big boost in your business, in your career, in your work, in your job. In a way, this boost is going to be this kind of outward validation for you of all the work you've been doing and all that you've been giving in your various ways of giving. The universe is saying it's truly a mirror. It's reflecting back to you this big up level that you're going to experience this month. It's really not only coming because you've been giving so much, but it's because that's the way the universe works. The universe, your reality is a mirror for what you've done previously, right? It's reflecting back to you where you've been, where you are, and the energy you've been carrying with it, the vibration you've been, vibrating at, that you've been setting that point of attraction at. And so you're going to feel very validated by this experience. You're going to feel validated that, your manifestation efforts have been paying off. What you've been giving to others is valuable and is seen and appreciated by others and or the universe. You're going to be, I see just a lot of this external validation for you. And a lot of people telling you or reflecting back to you how amazing of a job you've been doing the last couple of years, and especially the last several months has been like accelerated for you is what I'm getting. And also just how almost good you are at what you do, right? Like you're going to have this external validation of how valuable you are. And it's interesting because often when the artisan card comes up, I'm always, guided to say in the core meaning of the card is to detach your worth from money. And so my guides are showing me right now just to kind of give you that reminder that the more that in the coming days and weeks, I'm getting that this boost will happen like mid-month-ish for most of you, or else towards the end of the month, right? But in the first week or two of this month, really focus on like gassing yourself up, kind of is what I'm getting. The more that you start really looking at how much you do give in measurable and immeasurable ways, so energetically and also time-wise, energy-wise, maybe financially, right? Like skill-wise, but everything that you give to others, the more that you can start, kind of building yourself up, reminding yourself daily of how valuable you are and what you bring to the table is, then the more it's going to amplify the opportunities that come to you, and the more quickly and easily you'll be able to receive those opportunities or this big boost, right? Or this big windfall. So remember, again, because the universe is a mirror for you. Your reality is a mirror of what's going on internally. Internally now, this is like the prep work to really ensure that this comes in for you this month. Get really, really rock solid on like knowing your own worth. Knowing the worth of what you bring to the table, the work you do, the way you carry yourself, the energy you bring to other people, what you give to others especially. Really, really celebrate that yourself, and then the bigger external celebrations and validations will follow much more quickly and easily and amplified, right? So some really cool guidance for that. That's really, I always love when I'm like, what's coming up this month? And I pull this card for someone. It's like, there's so much to celebrate coming your way. So much around your finances and career. All right, deck one, let's see what else we have for you. Kind of want to know what this opportunity is going to lead to. Ooh, we have our 10 of Wands reversed, which is all about, taking that break, finally being able to have more freedom. I see that wow, okay, yeah, it could be, again, like I said, some of you having that windfall of money is going to allow you to have more of that freedom in your life. Feel more, financially free, financially stable. Also, I see that for some of you, again, this makes so much sense with like a promotion or something like that. Like this is the end of a chapter of hustle and an end of a chapter of, trying to get to a place like you're finally starting to reach this place where you get to offload some of your, you get to delegate some of your work to others. You get to, so again, if you're having a promotion in your job or you get a new job, you might find that, all those annoying admin tasks that you hated doing no longer are on your plate. You get to delegate them to someone else. There's just going to be opportunities, right? This opportunity is going to lead to you feeling more free. It's going to be free to give to others, free to do what you truly love, free to be in your zone of genius more, free to also live the lifestyle you kind of want to live a little bit more, and free to just feel like things are easier. It's like I see this visual as what I'm being given for you. It's like you've been on this upward climb of this mountain for, again, years. And especially the last several days and weeks have felt like you're like, I'm never going to reach the peak is what I'm getting. Or that it's like, you're like, it's so close, but it's so far. And you're finally reaching that peak this month is what I'm getting. You're finally reaching that point where now it's going to feel easy. You're going to be coming downhill. You're going to be able to, it's going to feel so much easier because you've now gotten to this point where you can start delegating. Maybe you're hiring on team members in your business. Maybe you're hiring people beneath you. Maybe you're, again, getting a new job where you have a whole team to support you, where you get to delegate work to them. Whatever, maybe there's more money coming in that allows you to go part-time or leave your job completely, whatever it is. It's going to be this relief. It's going to be freedom for you. It's going to be very, and here we have, and then we have the Four of Swords. Very rejuvenating. Very restful. It's going to allow you to take a break. I see you taking, like, even to celebrate, possibly some sort of vacation or time off. You might, again, if you have clearly a windfall money, you might want to use some of that to just give yourself a little bit of time to celebrate. Again, celebrate how far you've come, because it's very tempting. Oh, my guides are saying it's very tempting when we reach a new level of abundance to simply just to feel like, okay, now I got to keep going to maintain it and to get to the next level. And the universe is like, take a breath, take a break to celebrate when this opportunity or up level or windfall happens in your life this month. Take a break to honor it, to honor yourself, to celebrate it. And then also take a break to just gather yourself, to replenish yourself, to kind of almost like relish in the success, the the spoils, right? Like relish in everything you built and what it took to get to this place, and then just enjoy where you are for just a moment. Enjoy this celebration. Rest. You deserve it. That's what I'm getting for you, Deck One. You deserve a break. You've been working really hard to get here, whether it's from internal manifestation techniques, outward effort, a combination of both. You've been working so hard and it's paid off. And as soon as it pays off, it's like, enjoy the spoils of it. Enjoy what you've now reaped, right? Enjoy the harvest. Enjoy having what you've been aiming for, or having doorways finally open like you want them to. Really, really take that time, because that's going to give you the energy to then keep climbing, to go down the mountain and then climb another mountain to even more and more and more abundance, right? Or more success, or whatever it is. And I'm also getting, especially with our 10 of Wands, we're climbing that next mountain is going to be even easier now, because you have, like, you know, you're able to delegate things. You have more abundance to create that solid foundation from. So it's just, the universe is saying so much to celebrate this month, so much good karma coming your way, financially and career-wise, so much that you get to give back to others, as long as you're celebrating yourself and what you bring to the table first, and what you give to others first. And then doing that, once the celebration hits, like, oh, it's going to be this relief. It's going to free so much of your energy and your time up, is what I'm getting. And the way to really lock that in is by making sure you are like resting in this. You allow yourself to rest, take a little break before then going on to the next level of abundance that you desire, before, embarking on that next up level. So doing that's going to make it so much easier in the long run. And you deserve it. You deserve that break. It's funny how we often resist relaxation, even though we say, oh, I'll relax when I get to that next level, right? So the universe is just giving you this kind of friendly little warning. And it's not even a warning. It's just a heads up of, like, don't fall into that trap of getting to where you've been almost fighting to get to for the last couple of years, Deck One, and then just go, oh, well, gotta now get on to the next path. That's nice. It's not as exciting as I thought it was. Maybe I'll go next goal. Time for the next thing. What's next? Don't do that. Actually let yourself relax. You've earned it, and relaxing is going to help you create more abundance, more success in the near future. But if you skip that step, that restful step, you're not going to be able to actually ever have the life and the kind of quality of life that true wealth can bring you. You won't have true wealth, right? So really important, if you struggle with fully relaxing, and if you get to the point where you're like, ooh, I see all the doors opening up, and the money's starting to come in there, the opportunities are coming, and you realize you can't really relax into it. I just saw 1313 for you, which is I love the number 13, so powerful. And it's very much a divine feminine number, which is actually what I was just going to say. If you want that support and truly relaxing, truly sinking into wealth to call more in later, that's exactly what we're doing inside the Wealth by membership this month with our challenge that started. I saw 333 for you. Our challenge that started was our receiving mode challenge, which is all about relaxing your way to more wealth. All about really leaning into and activating that divine feminine receiver energy to receive more wealth from a rested, effortless, easy energy. So definitely come check that out. That link is below if you want to come join me for that. This is like my favorite challenge we've run in there. We're repeating it. It's our first time repeating a challenge because it's just so powerful. All right. I want to see what other guidance the universe has for you, or what else is on the horizon. Oh, we have two cards coming up for you here. We have Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. Of course we do. And we have Wasp Spirit, sometimes life stings. Ooh. Okay, Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. This makes a lot of sense, right? This month is a time to, again, once you can, start offloading, delegating, working with others. But I see you very much this month, Deck One, being the one who's leading that collaboration in some sense, right? Again, because of this promotion or this ability to delegate, like, you get to lead the collaboration. So collaborate with others in a sense that allow others to support you this month. That's how you're going to really be able to, again, continue to rise from this new level you're reaching in the long term, right? So make sure you're allowing others to assist you. I'm getting that if you have a little bit of the control freak tendencies, right? Like myself, this is definitely something I've struggled with quite a bit in my business in the past. if you have the tendency to feel like if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself, if that's kind of a mentality that you have, or you're afraid to take your hands kind of off the wheel a little bit of your business or certain tasks in your job, but you know those tasks are things that could and probably should be outsourced to someone else, that's something to really look at and heal this month for you. Again, making sure you're doing that towards the beginning of the month so that, and working on that mindset so that once this amazing boost and opportunity comes mid-month, you can actually collaborate. And if you have like a windfall of money, it's not related to a career or something like that this month, then also looking at what areas of your life would you be, no longer doing things yourself if you had a big boost of money come in? Would it be that you would maybe actually have, someone come and clean your house every week? Or would you no longer be doing all your taxes yourself? You'd actually finally hire a tax professional this year, like things like that. What would you actually outsource that you'll be able to, and get clear on those and get in the mindset of it's safe and actually more profitable and productive to outsource things that aren't my zone of genius, right? So kind of doing that inner mental work first and shifting that at the beginning of this month, if there's any of that kind of controlling tendencies there that would maybe get in the way of you being able to delegate once you have the opportunity to more. So doing that first so that you can really seize on this amazing thing that's coming, mid-month for you. Wasp spirit, sometimes life stings. I want to get some more cards on this because I have some inklings, but I want to be sure I'm clear for you. Because things are really good this month, but I do see this as almost something of a little bit of a warning for you, maybe. We have Sub Rosa, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching, codes of the seed, the blueprint is within you, take the next step. What I'm getting is that, especially with our Wasp Spirit card here, there's a little bit of, I don't want to say a backlash, but kind of like a bounce back at the end of the month for you after this amazing opportunity or windfall has happened for you in your career or money. But there's something that's just, I don't see it as a bad thing. It's more of a calibration thing. And what I mean by that is that because you've been working so hard toward what you want for the last few years, and especially the last several weeks and months here, deck one, sometimes, right, if you think about it, like the momentum you have, or climbing that mountain, you've been like pushing. And then when you finally reach that point, sometimes we kind of overshoot, right? We kind of keep going in that same momentum, which is why, again, the universe is like, take a rest. But even if you do take a rest, it's still, internally, energetically, sometimes it's hard when you've been stuck in hustle or pushing or, kind of like goal-driven action and energy for so long to then switch into, oh, now I finally get to delegate, now I get to take a break and just like completely shift gears. And of course, this is something you want, you've been working toward, you've maybe been visualizing, embodying. But when we actually get there, it's often sometimes a challenge to calibrate to it, right? To actually be like, oh, it's actually here now, because we've been working toward it and feeling like it's separate from us for so long that then once we do have it, sometimes it's hard to actually calibrate toward it. So there might be a little bit of some rockiness with the delegation to others. This could be, kind of a little bit of a warning here to just use your best discretion and trust your gut, trust your inner guidance, your intuition when you're kind of maybe deciding how and what and to whom to delegate to. Make sure it's the right person, the right fit for what you're delegating, so that you're not actually creating like more work for yourself later with having to deal with a bad fit for that. Make sure that you also are starting to practice like a little bit more ease, a little bit more spaciousness, a little bit more rest, relaxation before the money shows up, because that's going to help you calibrate and avoid, because otherwise if you just keep pushing, you'll overshoot if you don't know how to actually rest. You'll be surprised how hard it is to actually rest when you've been in hustle mode for so long, right? And when I say rest, it's not just physically like taking a break from work, but also mentally, right? So again, this is the huge thing, the huge component of the receiving mode challenge and the Wealth 5 membership. But you just want to make sure that you are truly allowing yourself to land and receive this amazing thing that's going to come for you. Because if you don't, you say, yeah, this is great, so exciting, we'll go out to dinner to celebrate it, blah, 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 and then you just keep hustling and you keep kind of filling your plate, or you keep being in that habit of pushing and trying to get to the next goal and not fully relaxing, it'll sting a little bit. Like there's a little bit of a backlash. And when I say backlash, it doesn't mean like this really negative thing. I just had 222 for you, some nice confirmation as well. It doesn't necessarily mean something bad is going to happen. I see it more just like a little sting, right? It's not a huge letdown. It's not a huge, like you win all this money and then you lose it, or you have this big career or change and then you blow it. It's nothing like that. Deck 1. What I'm getting is it's more just, I saw 111 for you. There's a lot of alignment. The universe really wants you to hear this message. If you're just not mindful of being able to fully, like I said, land and enjoy and rest in your success, and just rest for a bit, like take a few days off, or like, just prioritizing more rest each day to just truly relax and be like, oh, I made it. And now I get to revel in actually having accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, or having had this big opportunity or money fall in my lap. If you can't do that now, it's going to be so much harder to do when you have it, because you're not calibrated to that energetically. Your nervous system isn't calibrated to that. Your mind, your energy isn't calibrated to it. So start calibrating to that rest now. Start incorporating a little bit of it now, right? This is really just such a learning moment. It's towards the end of the month, there's just these opportunities to either fully really learn how to harness that divine feminine energy, whether you're, this is gender neutral, right? Feminine energy, we all carry feminine energy. We all carry masculine energy as well. And you need a balance of the two to manifest wealth. 22 for you. Oh, so much alignment. So you already have the right balance of energy. You have that masculine, you have that feminine energy. You have the ability to hustle, as you've proven to yourself for a while now. And you also have the ability to receive, to rest in what you've created for yourself. So you already have that within you, and taking the next step is going to be something that happens once you've learned this lesson. Like the next level of abundance that you're going to want after this one, that's going to be something for you to do after you've learned this lesson of rest. And if you don't learn that lesson of rest and balance and actually receiving and reveling in what you have worked so hard for, then you won't be able to reach that next. So you'll get really plateaued and stuck at that next level, which is not a bad place to be. You're clearly gonna have some good things, but this is the thing about us humans. We always want more. We always want more, right? And that's the amazing thing. That's why we continue to grow. That's why our species is just, like the apex of, I don't want to say predator, right? But apex species on the planet. Just we've evolved. This is why humanity continues to move forward and always be evolving and growing, is because individually we all want to be moving and growing. And that includes expanding into more and more abundance or success, or even if it's the ability to give more to others. So you have what it takes to get to this big, amazing thing this month. You have what it takes to get to whatever next big mountain you want to climb. But the lesson you're going to be asked to learn at the end of the month is really resting in it, enjoying it, bringing more rest into each day, bringing more balance to your energy. Right? And if you don't learn that, if you don't learn these mysteries, these lessons that are right in plain sight, if you don't honor your natural inclination, your natural blueprint for needing this kind of balance, this dance of masculine and feminine energy, of action and receiving, then life will sting a little bit. You'll just have some more obstacles than you'd like. Life will feel a little bit harder than it should after this great news, right? So just like this is just some words of warning to avoid those pitfalls and really allow June to be just the most amazing, celebratory, exciting month in your career and or finances, deck 1. And I'm getting like, this is like the highlight of your year so far in terms of career finances is what I'm getting. So I am so excited for you. And I hope you enjoyed this reading, deck 1. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below, letting me know what you took from this reading, how it resonated, or what you're manifesting this coming month. Your comments truly mean so much to me and give me inspiration for future videos, so thank you for commenting. You are also welcome to subscribe to this channel for future card readings for abundance if you're not already subscribed. And if you're truly ready to tap into and harness your power to manifest money, definitely come join me inside the Wealthified membership. It's an absolute steal of a price. We have an amazing community of like-minded, high-vibe people in there, tons of resources to support your spiritually aligned wealth journey. Our receiving mode challenge just started in there. We started today, the day this video posts. We have daily mini abundance readings in there from me starting June 6th, exclusive daily readings to give you guidance every day that you can tune into from me inside the membership, and so much more. So the link for the Wealth Vibe is in the description and pinned comment below. I would love to see you there. If you want to order your own copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, the link for that is also below. With all that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity and abundance in June, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 2. I am so excited to dive into your reading to see what is in store for you financially in the month of June. So we are going to dive right in. I'm going to pull from the deck you picked in just a moment. We are using all of the decks today and all of the readings. And because this is more of a prediction reading, a financial reading, I like to start with the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck for these readings because I designed this deck. I wrote it specifically because there aren't many decks out there on wealth and abundance. And I want to get the clearest read for you on what's coming this month. So let's start with our Wealthy Woman deck. Metamorphosis. Whenever I see this card come up, deck 2. This is my favorite art in the deck. Like, it's all just so beautiful. My artist did a phenomenal job with this deck. But this Metamorphosis card, it blew me away. There's something about it that speaks to me. It is my favorite visual deck or card in the deck, so I always get so excited when I see it come up. So we have Metamorphosis. So this is a month where a lot is changing. A lot is changing for you this month. Deck 2. Now, I get that this is really positive change overall. For some of you, it might be a little bit of a rocky ride this month. I'm not going to lie, right? But it's all leading to really beautiful outcomes. Ultimately, with the Metamorphosis card, this is all about like embracing change, right? Embracing the transformation, looking within with what parts of, I'm getting for you specifically this month, deck 2, what parts of your career or your financial habits or even your money mindset or energy, right? Like on all those different levels, what needs to fall away? What's ready to fall away so that something new can emerge, right? I'm getting the guidance from my collective. They're saying do an audit. This is some really beautiful practical guidance for you. Deck 2 is start this month off, the first week of this month, ideally first few days. Start the month off by taking just like an hour or 30 minutes even, but do a financial audit. And when I say financial audit of your life, I saw 1, 2, 3, 4 for you. So this is showing us this is on the right path for you to more abundance, right? But taking stock of what's working and what isn't in your career, in your financial habits, your saving, your spending, all that sort of stuff. And also in your money mindset or your energy or manifestation practices, right? So sit down in each of those categories, journal on or reflect on what's working and what isn't, what feels good and what doesn't, right? What feels aligned and what doesn't, what's working, what's not working. And just take a little bit of this, take stock. Do a financial audit is what I'm getting of all these different areas of your financial reality. Doing that is going to make it really clear to you where things need to change, where things need to fall away, right? And where you want to call in something more or different to lead to the abundance or success you desire. So you can even, that's honestly when you journal on them, I'm getting like free write on those things. You don't have to be, like, well, I'm doing this budgeting and I think it's getting me closer to my goal, but I don't know if it is or blah, blah, blah. It's just free write, right? Like, or in your career, what's working for me and what isn't, what is aligned and what isn't. Just free write, just brain dump for each of those questions and trust that what needs to come forward will come forward, right? If you're actually sitting down and not rushing through the journaling, you give yourself a little bit of time to do this, right? That's going to pay off big time if you're willing to sit down and do that work. Most people aren't. As simple as that exercise is, and there's no wrong answers to it, but as simple as that is, most people won't do it. And that's fine. You'll still undergo changes this month, regardless. Like I'm getting that the transformations, the metamorphoses this month in your financial reality and or career, they are like happening no matter what, but how smoothly they'll go for you and how lucrative they will be for you depends on how willing you are to create this clarity within yourself of what needs to change at the beginning of the month so that you can steer the change consciously rather than just get swept up in it. That's what I'm getting. So overall, we're going to get to more of like, these messages are giving me more of the changes, right? Like some more info on that, and we'll pull some more cards in a moment, but really the big thing here to start with, the universe is saying, is this is positive change. This is all, the change you're going to undergo this month is all really positive. It's happening for you, but whether it feels good or not in the moment, whether it seems easy to navigate or challenging to navigate, is going to depend on how clear you are on how you want to consciously transform this month. So take time to get clear on that. Create, that's this Breath of Abundance card, create spaciousness within yourself, right? To, like, by getting clear on what you want to release in all those areas, your career, your habits, your mentality, your energy around money, and also what you want to call in, right? That's what the journaling I just gave you. But then also create spaciousness for the transformation to happen. By that, the guidance here is don't bite off more than you can chew this month, right? Don't bite off more than you can chew. Because again, this makes space for the transformation to occur, right? Make space for the transformation. If you overload yourself this month and you don't have that clarity of how you want to transform, and you also don't create space to move through the transformation gracefully, then it's, again, going to feel a lot rockier than it needs to. But here's the thing. All of this, like I said, this transformation, that can feel pretty effortless and very natural, like the natural progression and evolution of your life, or very challenging and at times frustrating this month. Regardless of how you feel navigating it and how you, create space for it or not, what it's going to ultimately lead to towards the end of the month and beginning of July is what I'm getting as well. End of this month, beginning of next month, you're really being prepared to have new opportunities emerge in your career, in your finances. You're also being kind of prepared to have new gifts awaken within yourself. So for a lot of you, these could be spiritual gifts that allow you to create more income for yourself, more wealth for yourself, either directly by monetizing them or indirectly by just using them to kind of guide your money making or spending activities. And for some of you though, it might be, again, those awakening of new gifts, new opportunities. I see a lot of you end of this month, especially beginning of July, I see a lot of you pivoting, meaning changing, like significant changes in your career. So maybe changing industries, changing companies, changing jobs, changing niches or offerings in your business, closing a business down, starting a different one. Like big pivots are coming for you. Possibly even, like it could even be if you're not, working, but having a total lifestyle change. Some of you might be moving maybe for the work or because of more money coming in that you're able to then move to a new house, a new living situation, a new location even. I see some of you moving countries or across the country. Big changes coming for you at the end of this month. I see for most of you it'll hit like right around the beginning of July. But this month is really priming you for that and leading to that. And again, this can feel really joyful. This transformation this month can feel really joyful, can feel really exciting as it moves you toward that abundance and clears away the things that are going to prevent you from being able to allow really seize on these big opportunities. Or it can feel really challenging. It's up to you and how you handle like the first few days of this month, truly. It's like, are you going to set a good foundation, a good tone to anchor yourself in and to have conscious intention as you transform this month and you transform your career, your money spending, your money saving, your money habits, your money mentality, your beliefs around money, your energy around money. Are you going to take that time this month, at the beginning of the month, to set that really strong foundation to allow for a much more fluid and effortless change? Or are you going to just ignore this very potent guidance that my guides are really pushing me to continue to harp on here for you? Because they really want you to get like, this is what's going to, I don't want to say make or break the month because the changes are happening regardless, but make or break the ease of this month and the excitement that you're able to tap into and the momentum you can build with it. So kind of first guidance there. If you need help, right, if you want to be held accountable to taking time to create that spaciousness, to slow down a little bit, bring a little bit more balance, create the spaciousness for the transformation to occur, I highly recommend our receiving mode challenge this month. It just started today that the video posted, but it's the receiving mode challenge inside the Wealth 5 membership. That is truly just the, it's my favorite challenge. We're repeating it because we did it in November last year and people loved it so much that they asked us to repeat it. So we are repeating it. I'm so excited for it, but we are really tapping into that ability to create spaciousness for more abundance to drop into, right? Like we're relaxing our way to more wealth. So come join us for that if you want to feel held, right? But also if you want support and community. It's 100% what we do inside the Wealth 5 membership. This is our held card, right? But really this, and that link is below if you want info on the membership, right? But truly, you want to make sure that, what did I say? I said that you're creating an anchor this month for yourself, right? That you're creating an anchor, that you're creating foundations. Sureness of the soil, held unseen, helps support community. Make sure that you're creating space, intentionality to be supported through this change. So that means, again, the Wealth Web could be a great place for that, but also the people around you. If you realize, as you do your little audit at the beginning of this month to see where, what needs to transform this month and consciously guide that energy of transformation, and you identify, oh, there's some spending habits I want to change, or some saving habits I want to change, or there's, I really actually think I want to start looking for a new job. This one isn't serving me. It's not really fulfilling me through those journaling prompts. Whatever it is that you identify that needs to fall away, or what transformation you want to have occur this month in your financial or career, then tell the people around you or find support to help you with it. This is mostly, I'm getting like energetic support, mental support, emotional support. There could be, some need or desire to have some sort of financial support. So maybe it's, asking your partner if they can financially support you, or borrowing money. I get for most of you, though, it's really going to be more of an intangible and emotional, energetic support from others. So ask the people around you, your partner, your friends, your family, whoever it is, your coworkers even, just for that support. Say, here's what I'm trying to transform in my job, or here's what I'm trying to transform in my finances or in our spending this month, or whatever it is. Can you help me stay accountable? Can you help me come up with a plan? Will you help me, remember to take some time to calibrate to this, or to, just get my head in the right space around it, whatever it is. But identify where you need that help and ask for it this month. I'm getting that it is readily given to you, is what my collective is saying. The support you desire is readily given to you. And if it isn't given in the moment that you ask for it, the universe will orchestrate it to come in amazing, miraculous ways. So find that support, that community, create that anchor, right? So that you are, you feel held and supported this month. Again, I would love to be part of that for you if you want to come connect with me inside the Wealth by membership. But otherwise, look at the people around you. Look at the people and the resources in the community that you have available to you right now. It's available. And if you don't see it, ask the universe for it, right? We also have the second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. This transformation that's coming, it really is locking. Like we had the catalyst card here, right? For this catalyst of new gifts awakening, new opportunities, pivots, big life changes. But we also have the second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. There's just so much newness coming. And that's something the universe really wants you to, again, we have our anchoring here with support and creating your intentional spaciousness from which to create from, right? And transform through this month. But also we have on the other side of it, creating an almost mental anchor of knowing that you're moving toward new opportunities. Keeping that in mind this month is going to help you, again, move through all these changes so much more gracefully, get the most out of them. The universe is also, I saw 333 for you, so this is some beautiful confirmation of what I'm about to say, is that if you feel like, as you're listening to this, you're like, it's too late for me to have that big up level I've wanted, it's too late for things to change or for the situation to play out in a different way, the universe is saying, no, it's not. It is never too late. You can always have another chance. Anything can happen at any moment, right? The universe really wants you to tap into the energy of infinite potential in each moment. Limitless opportunities for abundance exist in every moment, deck 2. if you can keep that in mind, even having this mantra that you come back to and rewire your subconscious with and just repeat to yourself whenever you need it or as often as you can throughout your day this month, if this resonates, or tweak it however you like, but using a mantra along the lines of, in any moment, anything is possible. Because truly, in any moment, anything is possible. Good or bad. Seen or unseen, right? We just often keep projecting what happened in this moment onto the next moment. And that's why oftentimes in our finances or our lives, from a manifestation standpoint, things just stay the same. Or we repeat patterns in our lives and in our finances and our careers, whether we want to be repeating them or not. This is why it's because we just take what the mind has seen right now or recently in the past and we project it into the future. And then we create that for ourselves. But when you can instead each moment open each moment up, allow each moment to unfold, right? Allow yourself to kind of unpack each moment. Say, every moment, there's all this potential. I'm seeing like a Pandora's box in the most positive way of like all this infinite potential is every moment, every single second. Because think about any moment your phone could ring. You could get a call from a recruiter, from a job offer. You could get news that you've inherited some money. You could get news that you could win the lotto. You could have a client purchase. You could have a friend reach out and say, hey, I have all this money. I want to do this nice thing for you. You could have someone call you and say, hey, I want to start a business and I thought of you. Do you want to be part of this? There's infinite potential. That's just the small, tiny fraction of things I could say that could happen in each moment, right? In any moment, anything could happen. So when you can tune into that throughout the month, you open up, unfold, right? Second, you bloom open, you open yourself up. We have a lot of, this is the Rose Oracle, so I'm not surprised there's roses on this, but we also have our rose here on the Metamorphosis card. There's a lot of unfolding for you this month. Unfolding at this very beautiful, luxurious pace, right? Unfolding into possibility, unfolding the possibility of each moment, allowing that to bloom. It's going to open you up to the biggest, best opportunities possible at the end of this month, beginning of next. Really, really cool. It's so exciting. Okay, let's see what other guidance or messages we have for this month for you, for the month of June, for deck number 2. We have Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Yep, we already knew that. We also have, these aren't roses, but really beautiful pink flowers as well. Pink might be a sign for you this month. Again, we have like a lot of luxurious gracefulness, right? Like swans, a lot of that energy for you this month. That's the energy to be embodying, is this graceful, unhurried, confident, willing to transform, to bloom, infinite potential energy, right? Time for a deep dive, right? Like we already know. Thank you, Spirit. We already know it's time for a deep dive because we know you need to be digging into like that inner stuff, right? Looking even where this card came out. Diving deep into where can you be more supported? Where can you be more held? Where can you find more, identify more of what needs to fall away, what you want to call in, of also, creating spaciousness, a little bit more balance in your life. So really diving deep into that. The universe is really not wanting you to ignore that. It's just that confirmation for us. Deck 2. Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. So when this big, kind of thing, this big opportunity or pivot happens for you, end of this month, beginning of next month, the universe is saying, give back to those who held you. Give back to those who held you throughout this transformation. And that will increase your income, your wealth, your abundance 5 to 10-fold from there, right? So it's just kind of like this, almost it's like this little hidden, I'm getting this is like a little secret tip that most people would miss. The universe is saying, because we have your attention, right? My guys are saying, because we have your attention, a way to boost whatever boon comes to you after this month of transformation, give back. And this could mean giving money back, right? Funds, finances. But it also just might mean giving thanks, showing your appreciation for those who supported you. Also for yourself as well, for your past self, right? Giving appreciation for the time you take at the beginning of the month to set the solid foundations of a phenomenal transformative month, right? So be generous of spirit with yourself and with others, and that's going to then boost whatever abundance you receive and turn it into more abundance to just really multiply it. Yeah, really cool. All right. Any other guidance from the universe for the month of June for deck 2. We have our Knight of Pentacles, which is really, again, this is all about, it's like slow and steady wins the race. This is like that groundedness, this grounded energy, patient energy. And that's really so much of what the universe is like. You're going to need a lot of patience with yourself and a lot of like, ooh, don't hurry through the transformation is what's saying. It's going to take about a month. Transformation is going to take roughly a month for everyone listening to this pile. Do not rush it. Especially if at times it doesn't feel like you're moving or you're stuck in the transformation, or like especially if there's a void state for you. And when I say void state, this means often when we're going through transformation, the really middle of it is what I call the void state. The void state is where you've released things that aren't serving you. You've released what you knew, what you maybe identified with, what was familiar. And now you're making room, spaciousness, right? You're making room for the next level to come in, for more abundance, for something that's more aligned, for what is serving you. But before it comes in, there's often this like kind of tipping point where we just kind of balance on like, it's like I'm getting the image of like the razor edge of a knife, right? Just like balancing on there. And it'll feel uncomfortable often because our ego, our sense of self, our identity, our consciousness likes to know who we are so we can orient ourselves in the world, right? And oftentimes we have who we are tied in with, what we do for work, how much money we do or don't have, how we work, things like that. And if you're releasing things or even belief systems that don't serve you this month, that's an ego death. That's an ego transformation. And that can feel really uncomfortable, especially when you haven't locked in or really truly stepped into being the new version of you, the new identity. So you'll reach a point, again, like probably mid-month, maybe a little bit before after that, but around mid-month for most of you. And this Knight of Pentacles is really saying, don't rush through that place. That's when you really get to lean into the support and the community that you've kind of set up or looked for and established at the beginning of the month. That's when you really get to lean into more, ease, relaxation, just being in the unknown, being in the infinite abundance, the infinite possibility, right? Be comfortable living in the unknown because that's where miracles are, deck 2. Enjoy your time. It'll just be a few days to a week and around the middle of the month. So 22-11 for you. Nice kind of repeating numbers. Right around the middle of the month. Just enjoy the not knowing of who you're becoming exactly. You might have some ideas of exactly what that's going to look like, exactly how you're going to become that version of you, exactly what all these big changes or pivots are that are coming for you. Just enjoy the unknown because that's where all your power is. That's where all the miracles are. That's where all the infinite possibilities are for abundance, success, whatever it is you desire. So enjoy that space. Be grounded in it, which is a funny thing to say because often I see like that void state is almost like this floating in this limbo state, this, liminal space, almost like just kind of like a void, right? And you're just kind of untethered and floating, but be comfortable in the void state. Learn to enjoy it and embrace it. And that's going to truly allow you to unlock the greatest version of these opportunities because I'm seeing that the opportunities, again, they'll unlock, but how lucrative they'll be, how fun they'll be, how aligned they'll be, that's up to you this month, right? That's up to how grounded you can be, how comfortable can you be in the unknown, how much can you embrace limitless potential and possibility in each moment, even in who you're becoming and what's coming for you and what you're creating. All right, now we have our King of Pentacles reversed. Sometimes the gold foiling on here, I can't always see what card it is. So again, a little bit of like a word to the wise from the universe here. If you cannot create that spaciousness this month, you can't stay really comfortable in that void and in the unknown and in the possibility of the unknown this month and in your transformation, and you fight against that and you try to rush it, it's going to lead to kind of some like a little bit of like some backlash. This is, I don't want to say backlash because that feels bad and this can feel like a really heavy reading, right? Because I know there's a lot of warnings here, but really what the universe is saying is all the power is in your hands this month. Like, even look at where we had 2 pentacle cards. Look at where the pentacles are in these cards, in their hands, right? The power this month of what the outcome is at the end of the month of your transformation and where you land with it and what opportunities open and how they go for you next month is, it's all in your hands. It's all dependent on like how much can you grow? Can you allow yourself to grow this month? How much will you commit to your own growth, your own transformation? This is kind of like that warning of like, if you can't be grounded in it, can't let yourself transform, won't set the, find that support, won't take that time to get clear on consciously what needs to be rid of, then there will be some more like bumps even as these opportunities unfold. If you can do that stuff, then great. Those opportunities get to run a lot more smoothly and you'll be able to navigate any people who have any, negative intent or ill will or, anything that could go wrong. You'll be able to sidestep and see it and be able to move around it quickly because of who you've become. But if this is all, you just let the transformation happen instead of guiding the transformation consciously this month, then there'll be a lot of, continual, hiccups and roadblocks and people that maybe don't have your best interests at heart that you're going to be connecting with more next month. And this isn't, I hate to give like in my readings really definitive, like this could be bad. But it could be. But again, it's all in your hands. This isn't to scare you into doing the inner work. Remember, if this doesn't resonate with you, then take what does and leave what doesn't, right? The end. But if this is resonating with you, take that time to just prioritize for a little bit today, tomorrow, once this reading's done. Doing that financial audit and then finding support and embracing the unknown this month. That's really the formula for you. You do that, the transformation is going to be so much easier and it's going to lead to the opportunities you want. You're going to be able to avoid all of these kind of, like negative people, these pitfalls that otherwise you would maybe get ensnared in beginning of next month, mid-month next month, right? So just some, it's like some words warning there, and this is really the universe saying the power is truly in your hands. Oftentimes we don't want to take accountability, and it's a lot easier to say, oh, well, these things happened and changed my life, and then I had these people that took advantage of me, or blah, blah, blah. It's easy to blame situations, especially around money and career, on others, because that means then we don't have to change, right? Then we don't have to look and say, well, what could I learn from this? What could I take responsibility for? Don't get me wrong. Sometimes there are just things that happen that are outside of our control. But when we can do the inner work and be someone who is willing to change and embracing change and embracing the unknown, then moving through any difficult situations that there might be for you ahead becomes so much easier, and you get to sidestep a lot of the pitfalls because you are taking accountability for your ability to change. You're willing to change. You're willing to learn from things. You're willing to learn the lessons that would allow you to sidestep those things. But if you're unwilling to learn, you're unwilling to do the inner work, then life happens to you instead of for you, right? So overall, I see huge potential, huge opportunities for you. Deck you to huge opportunities. As long as you just take that opportunity to get clear on what's working, what's not, what's aligned for me, what's not. What do I want to call more in? What do I want to have less of? And then keep that in mind and take steps that align with what those answers you've just created for yourself, right? Trust yourself, trust your inner guidance, and know that that's all you have to do. Stay grounded, ask for support when you need it. That's all you have to do to unlock amazing opportunities that create so much more abundance in your life and your career. But if you just continue to go day in, day out without applying it and doing any of the inner work, that deep dive, things are rockier, right? Because you're not, think about it, if you're not creating your life from the inside out, if you're not taking control of what you can take control of, your inner state, what you can transform, then life just happens around you. It defaults. If you take control of what you can take control, put the power in your hands. Do that work from the inside out. The money gets to be easy. Success gets to come inevitably, right? Because you're consciously guiding yourself in that direction. So I feel like this is a lot of tough love for you. I just want you to know this isn't doom and gloom. This is overall very exciting, positive reading, huge opportunities available to you, as long as you're willing to take your own control of what you can control this month into your hands. That's really the main message. So, my deck twos. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you're feeling empowered by it and knowing there's nothing that I'm not seeing that like, oh, your life will be ruined if you don't do this inner work or blah, blah, blah. I'm not seeing any of that. It's just going to feel difficult. There's going to be things you'll have to learn on the fly instead of transforming into the person who could handle them more gracefully now, right? So just know this isn't doom and gloom. This is just like the universe is like, there's so much available to you. This is how you take advantage of it. This is how you tap into your power to then create the life you desire, right? And the outcome you desire. So, really exciting overall. I hope you enjoyed this reading, deck 2. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it, how it resonated, or what you're manifesting this coming month. Your comments truly mean so much to me and give me inspiration for future videos. You are also welcome to subscribe to this channel for future card readings for abundance if you like. If you're ready to truly tap into and harness your power to manifest money and you want that support, right, that we talked about, and creating spaciousness for yourself and being able to really have all the tools and community you need to take control of what you can control, right, to create those outcomes you desire, then you are absolutely welcome to come join me inside the Wealthified membership. It is an absolute steal of a price. We have an amazing community of like-minded, high-vibe people in there, tons of resources to support your spiritually aligned wealth journey. Our receiving mode challenge just started in there. We have daily readings for abundance from me that will be going up in there starting on June 6th, so that you can tap in every day to get divine guidance to keep you aligned and help you really sink into this beautiful transformation. So the link for the Wealthified membership is in the description and pinned comment below. I would love to see you there. If you want to order your own copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, that link is also below. And with all of that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity and growth and transformation and abundance in June, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 3. I am so excited to dive into your reading to see what is in store for you financially in the month of June. And as I'm diving in, it is 1:11 right now. That is the time here, 1:11 in the afternoon. So you can take that as some extra confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be right now. This is the right pile for you to hear at this moment. So we're going to dive right in. I'm going to set your deck aside, and we are going to pull first from the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, because I found for these monthly readings, when I am wanting to do more predicting work with around money and career, we use the Wealthy Woman deck to start. That's just because I designed this deck to be specifically used, the Wealthy Woman card, specifically used in money and abundance readings. And so that is, wow, you are going to have a good month, pile 3. That is exactly what we're doing here. So let's dive in. Oh my goodness. All right. We have the Wealthy Woman card coming up, the titular card. And I saw 101 for you as well. You received a payment for it just now. Oh my goodness. I just saw that ping up on my phone. So much alignment for you this month, deck 3. So here's what's in store for you right now, just to start the reading off. This month, June, for you, this is the month where you are stepping into, I'm getting like your wealthy girl era, and girl being gender neutral, right? Like just that energy of like, you are stepping up into being the most confident, the most badass, the most unstoppable, untouchable, fully realized version of yourself this month. And that energy, if you can hold that energy this month, that is going to lead to so much abundance for you. Deck 3. Like there's a huge payoff, but it starts with your energy, right? This is a month for you to be focusing on your mindset, your energy. Yes, taking aligned actions. Yes, still doing the outer work, right? The outer steps toward abundance. So showing up at your job, going to work, running your business, whatever it is, managing your money, doing the things that allows your partner to go make money if you have that sort of a situation, whatever it is, still doing things, right? Let's be clear. But where your focus needs to be this month is on your energy, is on embodying your inner monarch, right? That's going to allow you to truly step into being the wealthiest version of yourself and call in all the abundance you desire. All these cards, all three of these cards from the deck, speak to becoming who it is that you desire to be when the money shows up now, so that the money can show up. So this is the month to double down, fully really go into being who you desire to be now, and specifically focusing on the confidence aspect of it, the confidence aspect. So the confidence, knowing your worth and charging tax, right? Like that's the energy for you to be in this month. The universe is saying that the more that you embody your inner monarch, meaning the version of you, the version of you who knows that they are infinitely, innately deserving of everything they desire, that they are powerful, they are strong, they are undeniable, that people adore them, that they have influence and sway, right? Like embodying that energy and seeing yourself through that lens is what's going to really, and focusing on that this month, right? This is the inner work, the inner energy to be embodying. Focusing on that this month is what is going to allow you to truly embody the wealthiest next level version of yourself and radiate it out into the world and attract that abundance to you. You go first, and then the universe responds, right? This is how you're going to bring in that wealth you desire. I'm also seeing for you, just a side note, we have big cats here. And I know these are signs that have come up on other cards recently in other readings. So if you're seeing that, this is another confirmation of that. If in past readings on this channel, you got that same guidance of like big cats are like a sign for you. Because we have the lioness and we have tigers here. Even if that isn't, wasn't something you've seen before, this is still that sign for you of being looking for cats and big cats specifically, right? As confirmation when you're on the right track. And also just embodying that energy, the energy that we associate, right, with lionesses, with tigers, right? Like thinking, especially the lioness is so calling to me right now of just like truly this month embodying the energy of I want what I want and nothing can stop me. I will hunt it down, right? And this means, again, taking aligned actions, but doing all your actions this month. All of showing up for work, showing up in your business, showing up for your clients, whatever it is, showing up in your day-to-day life if you support, your partner while they go off and make money or whatever the situation is, managing your finances even. Be that lioness this month. Bring that energy of I am powerful, everyone get out of my way in a way, right? That lioness energy of like, watch out because I am going after what I want and I know I get to have it. So watch for that this month, right? Watch for that. Bring that into your energy. Bring that to everything you do. And now this is a big undertaking. I know this sounds like simple guidance, but if you really think for a minute, this is what my collective is asking me to channel for you. Deck 3. Really think for a minute. If you truly embodied this ferocious, fierce, powerful, regal energy, confident beyond belief energy this month, like almost delusional belief and confidence in yourself. Deck 1. If you embodied that this month and brought that to everything you did, from washing the dishes to giving that presentation at work, to that conversation with your boss, to that sales pitch in your business, to that client call, if you showed up as that version of you, how would things change? How much would you change? How much would your actions change, right? This is massively powerful. Deck 3. I cannot explain to you the amount of power that I am channeling through my body now as I'm channeling and downloading these messages from my collective for you. Like, my body feels stronger. My body feels like alive and ready to almost pounce, to go after what I desire. To also show up knowing I already have it in a way on an energetic level. And so therefore I get to now pursue it on an external level. So this is the energy for you to really embody this month that's going to unlock and allow you to fully embody that wealthiest next level version of yourself. Think about, quick exercise for you, think about the version of you who has all that wealth you desire, that next level of abundance. Think about that version of you. How confident and self-assured and powerful is she? Is that version of you? How does that version of you move? How does that version of you show up for a sales call or that interview or in their home life or in those conversations that they have to have with people around them? How do they show up? Start doing that more now. Bring that level of confidence into everything. I cannot stress how much this is going to completely change things for you this month. This is like the month where the universe is saying the stars have aligned for you to start bringing this like energy in. You've lined up so much for yourself. Your hard work has been paying off. You've done a lot of outer work. You've maybe even been doing healing work, but like this is the month to focus on that energetic embodiment of this badass version of you. Like, oh my gosh, I am so excited to see you rise like astronomically, exponentially this month. Deck 3. Wow. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else. There's so much guidance for you there. Let's see what else is coming up for you. We have Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. What did I just say? The stars are aligning. There's a lot of synchronistic opportunities that have been lined up for you that the universe has brought to you and is saying like this is the time to like by embodying that this regal, powerful monarch, lioness energy. You're going to be able to create more luck for yourself, but also seize on all the luck you've created that's coming your way this month. And it's just like things are going to feel like they drop into your lap because think about it. A monarch, a queen, a king, a ruler. Things are just placed at their feet. Things are just placed at their feet. Things are just given to them because they command what they desire. They command that energy, that respect. The more you do that, the more the universe and others will continue to give you more and more. And it'll feel like it's lucky. It'll feel like it's happening out of nowhere. It'll feel like it's just coincidence. And it's not. It's you're creating that luck and you're really capitalizing on that luck. Watch your words. Parrot spirit, right? Watch your words. When we say watch your words, make sure you are speaking like the version of you who has the wealth you desire speaks. Make sure you are bringing, again, it's bringing that energy into every action, everything you do, every moment. How long can you hold that energy? This can feel tiring, right? And it can feel challenging because that means you're going to have to break old habits, especially I'm getting with your speech, with your beliefs, with how you talk about money, how you talk about yourself, how you talk about work. You're going to have to start switching up what you say. We just finished last month. We did our money negativity detox inside the Wealth by membership, and a big part of it was no complaining about money, and a lot of people just did no complaining about anything. And it is amazing how much we complain in little ways, saying like I'm tired out of nowhere, right? Like little things. Complaining about work, complaining about business, complaining about the algorithm if you're in business and you're on social media, right? Like there's a lot of ways that we have to break these habits in order to fully embody the version of us who has the wealth we desire, because they probably wouldn't be complaining about these things. They'd just be enjoying all the wealth they have, right? So this is hard. And the universe is saying you might not be able to fully hold this monarch energy all month, but if you dip in and out of it, just keep coming back to it. Keep revisiting it, right? This is also inside the Wealth by membership this month with our Receiving Mode Challenge, a really great way to reset each day into that energy, and a really great way to create spaciousness to drop into that energy and embody that energy this month if you want to come join us for that. And also there's just tons of tools to help you. The whole membership is meant for wealth embodiment. That's why I created it, to embody this wealthiest version of you and call it in, right? Become that before it shows up so that you call it in. So if you want to come join me in there for all the resources you could need, like that link for the Wealth Vibe is below. All right, we have our Ace of Wands here, which is inspiration, ignited passion, right? Growth, potential energy, new initiative, enthusiasm, right? Again, it's this lioness energy. It's this embodying this energy is going to give you this push this month, this extra motivation. I saw 1212 for you, some nice double number confirmation. It's going to give you this push, this motivation, this energy to rise up to any opportunities, to seize them, to go after them. Also, like we have rabbit here. I don't know that lions specifically hunt rabbits, but like this is the prey, this is the predator, right? Like you are the lioness this month, and you are going after and chasing down those lucky opportunities, these new opportunities, right? Like that is what this is. The universe is saying there's so many opportunities lined up for you. I know I already said this, but this is expanding on this message. There's so many opportunities available to you, opening up for you this month, deck 3. And you need to have that enthusiasm, that passion, that energy, that drive, that momentum, that belief in yourself to go after them. The opportunities will fall in your lap, but what you make of them, you need to have this confident, regal energy to actually leverage them, to actually make them profitable, to really get the most out of them. So, yeah. Sorry, Ace of Wands, really, yeah. There's so much changing, so much moving in your life. Wow. 4 of Wands. 11, and we had 1 at the beginning of this reading. This is, again, harmony, marriage, family, friends, community, stability, celebration. This is such an expansive, joyful card. Truly, our 4 of Wands. And there's so much that is going to be improved by you embodying this energy. It's not just your finances. So 14 for you. It's not just your finances. It's also like everything improves because you're becoming a so much more empowered version of yourself this month if you choose to actually undertake this kind of assignment to embody this monarch lioness energy. That's really like, it's going to elevate all areas of your life. It's going to bring true abundance and true wealth in all meanings of the word to all areas of your life. So this isn't just, this extends beyond the finances and the career. And then of course that brings in more finances and career success, which then allows you to, give back even more, or, feel even more secure and more celebratory in your family life, in your lifestyle, just that community. It's just, this is such a good month for you. And all, really, like the big thing you got to do is just let yourself be that confident next level version of you. The universe is saying, this sounds really almost esoteric, kind of vague and nebulous out there and really, really big picture, but truly the universe is saying, remember, deck 3, that you're alive. You're alive in this universe. Like you get to be here. You made it. Do you know the odds, the things that had to happen for you to be here right now? For you to be alive? It's like, isn't it like something like 1 in 400 trillion or something is like the odds of you being here right now, being alive in this life? What a blessing, what a privilege this life is. And it's not just a blessing and a privilege and you randomly received it. You are an extension of the universe, an extension of the divine. You're the creator of worlds. You are a god. We're all gods walking around. We're all little mini gods. We all have God within us, right? Like, you get to own that this month, and that's going to unlock so much for you. There's nothing you can't be or do or have. You are the creator of your reality. I say that a lot, but it's like really like understand that on a deeper level. That's what this month is all about for you, is understanding that you are the creator of your reality on a much deeper level than you ever have before. And that in and of itself is like the true reward, if you ask me. But it's also just like the lesson that's going to unlock more abundance for you. We have here, come to me, attracting like a rose, receive abundance desires. Whew. This is this month of attracting what you desire and receiving it and allowing it in, because of course not only are you going to attract it through this real embodied energy and just radiate that energy out and have it, attract that energetic match for you, but you're also going to be able to effortlessly receive it, because that's again what a monarch does. They don't just attract, they also receive when what they've attracted comes to them, right? So again, making sure that this month you are not only going after and chasing down what you want with that fierce energy, but you're also expecting and being willing to and ready to receive it in, which means making space to receive it, right? Which is again what we're doing in our receiving mode challenge. It's interesting how often we tend to get this beautiful, like this is a lot of almost, it's a very balanced masculine and feminine energy in a way. But in some ways it's a little bit more masculine, like going after what you want, having that energy, showing up with this intense power, right? That's a little bit more on that masculine energy side of the scale of things, right? That action energy. But it's funny how we often will embody that energy. That's kind of what our society has taught us to do, is like be in that masculine and make things happen energy. But we're not really ever taught to then how do we reap the rewards? How do we allow what we create in? And this is why so many of us get stuck in hustle mode and burning ourselves out and working, and then not ever seeing the wealth we want or desire or we thought we would get or we were promised. That's why so many of us are sold on that kind of lie, like just work hard and you'll receive the money you want. It's like, no, you have to work hard and open up to receive. Because working hard just generates the energy of money and wealth for you. But can you claim it? So if you find that this month, you're like, yeah, I'm bringing this energy to everything, this confident embodied energy. I'm being the monarch of my life. I am fully embodying it. I'm taking bold actions. I'm taking aligned actions. I'm showing up as this badass. And the money's still not coming in. What? Why is that? Are you actually making space to also receive it? Right? How can you receive like the queen, the king, the monarch that you are? How can you receive what you create? How can you slow down to allow it in? Deck 3. So take energy, relax like that monarch as well. How would a monarch relax at the end of a long day? How would they relax in the middle of the day when they've just done some incredibly impressive thing and shown up with insane confidence? How would they relax afterwards? How would they replenish afterwards? Again, bringing this to everything. It's not just the actions, it's your way of being, right? Really, that's going to open up your ability to receive so much more, right? And again, this is what we're doing in the Wealth by Membership for our challenge this month, is opening to receive. So come join us in there if you want to make sure that you're not missing all the wealth that you're creating this month for yourself. And just honestly, just relax your way to more abundance, truly. Also, I want to make a note here. There's a bee here on this card. In one of our previous readings, we had bees showing up like crazy. So if that was you and this is a sign for you, this is extra confirmation, all right? And if it's not, just leave it, right? That won't be for everyone, but I do want to make note of that because that's really standing out to me. All right, deck number 3, this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Such big things. Like, gosh, the powerful energy is off the charts for you this month. Like the energy you're available to learn to lean into on a deeper level, the opportunities, the wealth that you're going to call in from it is just like, I rarely feel this level of power in a reading. I just want to say, like, so much is available for you to unlock this month. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. If you enjoyed this reading, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it, how it resonated, or even what you're manifesting this coming month, or what this regal energy feels like to you, how you can more embody it. I'd love to hear some of that. Your comments really mean so much to me, and they give me inspiration for future videos, so thank you for commenting. You are also welcome, if you're not already, to subscribe to this channel for future card readings for abundance. And if you're truly ready to tap into and harness your power to manifest money, the power is the creator of your reality, and embody this wealthiest version of you. If you're ready to do that, come join me inside of the Wealth by Membership. It is an absolute steal of a price. We have an amazing community of like-minded, high-vibe people in there, tons of resources to support your spiritually aligned journey. The Receiving Mode Challenge just started in there today that this video is posting, so you can still join in and start from the very beginning. We are starting to, on June 6th, have mini abundance readings in there, meaning I'm putting up exclusive daily mini readings in my membership from here on out, at least for the foreseeable future, to give you extra guidance, to keep you aligned, to keep you in this embodied, powerful energy every day that you can tap into. And that's only for my Wealth by members. It's only $25 a month. It's a ridiculous steal of a price for the membership. It is also something where it's very flexible. You can cancel at any time. So if it calls to you, I would love to get to connect with you and see you in there. That's where I spend most of my time when I am online these days. Now, if you want to order your own copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, the link for that is also below. But with all of that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity, abundance, and power, knowing and understanding your full power this month and translating that into outer abundance, deck 3. And I will see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 4. I am so excited to dive into your reading to see what is in store for you financially in the month of June. So we're going to dive right in. We are going to start with the Wealthy Woman Oracle here, which is the one you picked. I've been starting all the readings with this deck because I created this deck to be specifically used for money and wealth readings. When I do these monthly prediction readings, I love to make sure we're always starting with our guidance from the Wealthy Woman deck. So, of course. And then we also, yeah, all right, perfect. Okay, the universe is saying this month, June, for you all, my deck 4s, this is the month where you get to craft the reality you want based on the words you speak, the story you tell externally and internally. So when I say the stories you tell internally and externally, what I mean is this is a month for you to get really, really clear on what it is that you truly desire in your career and or your finances. Get really clear on what that is. What does it look like? What is it that you want, right? I'm getting the guidance here to share, don't worry about timelines. We're not talking about what do you want this month? What do you want in 5 years? Just what that next level of wealth you desire. What does that look like? Is there a certain dollar amount? Is it a lifestyle? Is it a certain home or something that money can buy? Is it a certain career or promotion or position? Is it a certain level of visibility and number of subscribers or followers or clients, right? Like what is it that you want for your next level of wealth? Deck 4. What is it that you want? Get really, really clear on that at the beginning of this month, okay? And then it's time to start speaking it into existence. And when I say speaking it into existence, I mean make sure that you are, first of all, right, saying, speaking like the version of you who has the wealth you desire, talking about things in a positive way, talking about what you want as an inevitability instead of a hope. But also the big guidance I'm getting here is to really do this inner work of looking at what stories do you have that tell you can't have that vision that you've just gotten clear on. What are the stories that you have that say, that's not going to happen for me? That's so unlikely. Who am I to have that? There's no way. I better lower my expectations. Like, let yourself dream big and then see what comes up and unearth. This is the way you can do this. This is like a little journaling exercise if you want to journal or just contemplate this. But after this reading, I'm like getting like the first couple days of the month. Like if you can do this on the first, if you're watching this video when it comes up, great. If not, the first couple days, first 3-ish days of the month are the ideal time to do this. Otherwise, it's just whenever you see this, get to it as soon as possible. But the universe is saying there's a lot of energy this month where you can truly mold your financial and career reality into the reality you desire very quickly, very effectively, very efficiently, if you get laser focused and clear on what it is you want to create and call into your life. So sit down, contemplate or journal. And I like the journaling. It's just takes it to a whole nother level for me at least. But brain dump for set a 10-minute timer at least and brain dump what you want that next level to look like. Anything and everything you can think of. Don't put timelines on it. Remember, it's the big guidance from my team. Don't put timelines on it because that's just going to freak you out. It's like, well, how's this going to happen? It's going to introduce more doubt and pressure than you need to. Just let yourself daydream. Dream big. And then once you've done that, once you have this picture of here's what I want my life to look like. Here's what I want. Here's what the next level of wealth is going to look like for me. Then go in and journal on another prompt, another page in your journal. What stories do I have that tell me I can't have this? What stories do I have that say this is hard or this is impossible, right? What stories am I telling that do not and will not create that reality for me? Or even what habits do I have? Thought habits, spending habits, work habits. What habits do I have that don't contribute to that, right? But specifically the thoughts you have and the ways you talk about money, right? Your habits of speaking about money. Saying, well, hopefully one day I can afford that house. So we'll see in this housing market, in this economy, right? Oh, I don't know, it's impossible to buy a house. I'm not going to say that the economy and the housing market, as an example, aren't truly messed up in significant ways and working against a lot of people. But if you speak that into existence, and you lean into that, that's just what you create. You've now closed yourself off to all the desires. That's an example, right? But what stories do you have around why it's going to be hard or you can't have this vision you want and why you shouldn't want it? Those are the stories that need to be healed this month. Those are the stories that need to be shifted. Once you've identified those stories, ask for support either from the universe or your guides or from other people who can help you shift those stories. This might be having people hold you accountable in your life to when you start complaining about things, to calling you out lovingly. And then you can reframe what you're about to say. You know, this was something we did in our challenge last month in the Wealthy membership. We cut out complaints about money. And it's amazing how insidious they are, how subtle they can be, right? Just complaining about being tired from work or some annoying customer at work or whatever. How can you reframe that, right? Into more positivity? How do you speak about that situation like the version of you who has all the wealth you desire would speak about that situation, right? To others. Asking for that support, right? So we did that in the Wealth membership. Those instructions for the challenge are still there if you want to come peek at those. That might support you this month. But otherwise, just asking for that support, Self 555 for you. It's a nice confirmation. Asking for that support from others to hold you accountable, or even finding people who can help you shift those stories. Again, the Wealth membership is a great place to shift stories, to ask for support. So find that link below if you want to come join us and have me and others support you through that. And just get tons of resources for it too. But also ask for support from the universe as well, from your guides. Say, I have this story, how do I shift it? Show me the next step. And then start looking for the signs, looking for the synchronicities. This is a month, I'm getting ahead of myself. Look for the synchronicities. Look for the signs from the universe once you've asked for help, or once you've asked for help from others. Look for the signs, look for the breadcrumbs. Follow them. Don't just ask for help and then think you have to do nothing from there. This is a month, for a lot of people, this is a month of transformation, is what I'm getting from all of the different decks this month. But for you, it's very much this transformation of transforming your habits of speaking and thinking about money and changing those, especially those inner narratives that create, the words that come out of our mouths. So it's really a month of shifting your money mindset for you. So look for the signs that show you where to go to help you shift it, right? You don't have to do this alone, is what the universe wants you to know. This is deep work, right? When I first started my own journey towards, healing my relationship with money, learning how to harness my inner power to create the wealth I desired from the inside out and manifest it into my life, I had to do so much healing. There's still a lot of healing I have to do, right? But I had to ask for help. I had to get outside help. And sometimes that was just me asking the universe, how do I shift this story around money? And then a day later, a video with exactly what I need to hear would pop up on my YouTube feed, and I'd click it and I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is what I need to hear, right? It's just, but then I had to go actually listen to it and implement, those lessons, right? So it's you're doing a lot of inner work this month. There's a lot of growth available to you, a lot of profound understanding of how your inner world shapes your outer world. That's available for you this month on a whole deeper level than you've ever understood before, Deck 4. So a lot of understanding how to truly master the art of manifesting wealth or whatever it is that you desire. That's available to you this month. You get to really truly learn how to be the storyteller, the creator of your reality, if you so choose to be. But you don't have to do it alone. That's the thing. You're the one doing this work, but you don't have to do it alone, unassisted. The universe and others will help you if you ask and then look for the answers and the signs that are given to you and follow them, right? So a lot of really deep, intense inner work for you this month is what I see ahead for you. If you choose, right, I'm getting the guidance right now, which I don't always get. If at this point in the reading you're like, this is not resonating, you can go back and pick a different pile. I rarely ever say that. But what I'm getting is that this pile is, this reading, the rest of this reading and what I've said so far is really for people who are willing to transform, right? I mean, really, honestly, pile 4, all of my readings are really only for you if you're willing to transform and take action on them. Because the truth is your reality won't change unless you change. But if you're not ready for this deep level of really doing this introspective work and catching yourself when you fall back on the old patterns and, asking for help, whether it's from others or the universe, and then actually acting on the help that is offered to you and taking that radical responsibility for what you can control in your life. If you're not ready to do it on this level, that's okay. This might be for you down the road then. But if you want the guidance that you can act on this month, maybe go back and pick a different pile if there's a different one calling to you, right? Because this is really deep work. But I will also say this is where the most potential lies. So this is that invitation from the universe right now. Are you ready to embark on a deep month of transformation? Because this month, June for you, deck 4, could be the month that everything shifts. This could be if you're willing to actually do what we've just laid out for you here. Me and my collective have just laid out for you here. Like your homework I just gave you, basically. If you're willing to do that this month and really change those inner stories and then therefore the outer way you speak about it and do that work and ask for support, this I'm seeing for you will be the month that months from now, years from now, you'll look back on when you have much more wealth than you can even dream of right now. And you'll look back on this month and this moment and go, that was when everything changed. That's when my whole next new level of life and abundance started, was that moment, was that decision to truly shift, to truly change, to truly do this inner work. Wow, really powerful. So take that if it resonates. If it doesn't, leave it, and leave it for who that is for, right? Or for the future version of you, who this is for. All right, what else do we have for this month for deck 4? Lineage of the Rose, moved by the goddess. Here for this soul call, gather. This really is, I'm getting that this deep inner work that you're being invited into this month, that's saying like now is the time to really dive into this for you. And this is the month where if you do it this month, this is where it has the highest dividends, the highest payoff. It doesn't mean you can't do this months from now and still have a huge payoff, but like right now is such a perfect time for you if you're ready for it. Deck 4. This is because this is part of what your soul came here for. Like this is a big month for you. This is a big moment for you on a soul level. Your soul came here to learn this lesson, to understand how you can transform yourself and then transform your reality. And it's really trying to show you, like, learn this lesson on a deeper level so that you understand your divine power. This is really like your soul came here for this soul call. Lineage of the Rose. This is what it's part of what your soul came here to learn. I won't say it's your whole life's purpose, but it's a big lesson your life came here to learn. And this is the month you're finally ready to fully learn it. Even if you've tried to do this work before, it's deeper this time. Even if you've successfully done this work, it's on a deeper level than ever before, a deeper understanding, right? Also with this gather, right? Surround yourself with people who are also doing this work if you can. That can be part of like asking for help. You can ask the universe to show you where is that group of people who's doing this similar work, who can support me in this, whose souls are also here for this work, to learn these lessons of truly connecting with and unleashing our full power that we have, that we hold within us to create our realities and our wealth. That could be, you ask the universe, show me where that is. You could also go out seeking it. You could also look for the people around you and ask, if you have people around you in your life, to really lean into those people this month. I will say, if you are looking for a place, the Wealth Vibe is a phenomenal place that has over 150 other like-minded people who are on the same soul path as you around spiritually aligned wealth. So you're welcome to come join us there. That link is below. But this is a month for you to really lean into that. That's going to help you, right? Give you that support. The Wild Rose, do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness, untamed. A lot of this is undoing societal conditioning, right? And coming back to the truest expression of you, of your soul, of what your soul came here to do. This is a month of intense liberation for you. Yeah, it's intense liberation from societal conditioning that doesn't serve you, from limiting beliefs that don't serve you. This is really a month for you, deck 4, to truly understand not just your power, but your uniqueness, and allow that to lead the way, to kind of untame yourself, rewild yourself, right? Come back to the truth of your soul, come back to the truth of your, and to the truth of your power on a cosmic spiritual level, right? But this is a month to really, I see that there's going to be like this empowerment this month for you. And you're going to, I see by the end of the month, have created, like, you'll start to see the changes in your life by the end of the month if you really commit to this stuff at the beginning of the month, and throughout the whole month keep doing that work of every time you catch yourself telling the old stories inwardly or outwardly around money that don't align with your next level version of yourself and that next level of wealth, reining it in and readjusting, reframing, coming back to reprogramming yourself with who you want to become. If you do that throughout the month, then you're going to start to see the payoff toward the end of this month. last week or so of this month, you will start to see things shift. So know that there is some, I don't want to say lag time, but some buffering time, right? Like between when you start to make these changes as to when they actually start to manifest in your outer reality. So 3 to 4-ish weeks from when you start doing this work, you'll start to see the beginnings of it. And then the following months, like I said, months and years are when it builds and builds and builds. But this is the month where you're planting that seed. This is the month where you're upgrading, up-leveling. This is the month where you return back to your power, and you also break the rules, right? With our wildness, our untamed, do it your way. You're breaking the rules of what society says you have to do to make money, right? The way we're taught to make money is often work so hard, get a good job, you'll be fine. Study hard, get good grades, go to a good school, graduate, get a good job, work hard, then you can survive. You can make money. And that doesn't work for everybody. You're meant to make it a different way. You're meant to make money in a more aligned way for you, a way that feels better, a way that actually lines up with the story you want to tell, the story of your life you want to write. Deck 4. Yeah. There's a little bit of rebelliousness with this month for you. Rebelling against all the things that keep you from being fully you and living the life you desire to have. And that's something to embrace this month. My goodness, we have a bunch of cards popping out for you here. See what we have. We have our Knight of Wands, courageous, energetic, charming, passion, right? Rebellious. The word rebellious is literally on this card right now. What did we just say with the rebellion, right? This is a month of rebellion for you. This is a month of energetic upgrades. You're going to find a lot more, very interesting. You're going to find a lot more courage within yourself and a lot more sense of adventure in yourself. Willingness to take big, bold actions this month as you start to consciously reprogram yourself to drop the conditioning that doesn't serve you, the limiting beliefs around money that don't serve you, and pick up ones that do serve you and start telling the story you want to create, speaking your desired abundant reality into existence. You're going to find that this new sense of not just rebelliousness, but courage, adventure, power emerges from within you. And again, you're going to feel very liberated by this. And that's going to lead you into taking, with our Six of Swords, right? Like leaving behind the things that don't serve you, the stories that don't serve you. It's going to create a new chapter in your life. It's going to create a new chapter. We also have our Four of Cups reversed. A new outlook, a new option, right? Clarity, awareness, choosing happiness. You start to see the world in a totally new light this month. And that's really what allows the doors to open, is you're going to start to see possibilities, opportunities for money and abundance and success that you couldn't see before because you had these beliefs that were keeping you from seeing them. Like you're going to get a whole new lease on life this month because you're going to start to come back to your true power. You're going to allow yourself to really be the full version of yourself you came here to be, that you want to be. We also have the Devil reversed, which is, it even says here, independence, reclaiming power, freedom. A lot of releasing what is no longer serving you this month. This is such an empowering month for you. I'm getting, my guides are pushing through this feeling for me right now of like almost teary relief, like crying from relief of like finally breaking free of the chains that were keeping you from the wealth, from the happiness, from the abundance, from the joyfulness, the optimism that you wanted in life, that you didn't even realize you were missing out on, and more so breaking from the chains that you didn't even realize were binding you. Like there's so much of that this month, and it's all those mental chains, those inner chains that create our outer world from our inner world. There's a lot of realization of where you've been holding yourself back this month, and there's a relief in realizing where you've been holding yourself back this month. Because the truth is like we don't always love to hear like. I think this is probably why my guides are saying, if the first part of the reading didn't resonate with you, don't keep listening. So those of you who are still here, I'm glad it resonated, because this can be really triggering to hear. And I've been there where it's like when you realize you're the problem, you're the reason you are where you are, you have these habits or these thought patterns that are holding you back. that can feel not good. That can feel unpleasant. That can feel, it stings, and we often don't want to touch it. And some of us aren't ready to look at that. If you're still listening, you're ready to hear that and to look at that. But the thing is, I've come to love when I find where I'm holding myself back, because if I'm the one holding myself back with thought patterns, beliefs around money or success or whatever that don't serve me, that means I also am the one who can set myself free. And once I've identified it, I go, oh, well, let's change that. Let's tell a new story. That's what this month is about for you. It's about realizing where you're holding yourself back, where you're hampering your true power, and how to reclaim it, how to release the stories that don't help you do that, so that you can create this more, this momentum towards new opportunities, toward all the abundance you desire, toward creating the wealth you want, right? So really, really beautiful. Wow. Yeah, deck 4, this is a huge month for you. Like other decks, don't get me wrong, and other decks in this reading were like huge money manifestations this month, or huge things to avoid this month, the next month, and all this stuff, and some inner transformation. But for you, it's like, this is big, not only in the abundance it can call in for you, and in the inner transformation as well, but also in what it's bringing up and what kind of soul lessons and contracts it's fulfilling for you on that deeper level. And how this is not only an evolution of your growth this month, an evolution of your financial reality, it's an evolution of your soul this month. That's why I say this is such a big month for you. It's big in a lot of ways, but the biggest is like, this is a big step, a big leap that your soul is ready to take this month in your soul's evolution. Like I'm getting like one of the biggest leaps it's taken in a few lifetimes. It's just beautiful. Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Wow. The miracles are endless. That's how this month gets to kind of wrap up feeling to you. The miracles are endless. Like by the end of this month, it's like miracle after miracle after miracle, opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, realization, right? Like it's going to keep compounding, and it just is this beautiful energy of like, the miracles are endless. And it's because you create the miracles, and you are endless in the miracles you can create. Deck 4, that's what your soul came here to learn, to truly understand. This is what you're going to learn this month if you embark on this quest, right? This inner transformation is this deeper knowing of you are endless in the miracles you can create. Your soul is limitless in how many miracles it can create. And it's just a continual evaluation of what stories no longer serve me. What do I need to release? What do I need to step into? What stories can I tell that I speak, I create, I craft my reality into existence that I desire to have? From there, you create endless miracles. That's even something you can say as a story, as an affirmation, right? Is miracles are endless. I create endless miracles. I speak miracles into existence. Miracles are infinite for me. Miracles are always, every day I see more and more miracles come to me every single day. Things like that. Leads me back to what the storyteller card here is again. Having some affirmations this month could really do you some good. I love robotic affirming, honestly. And it's kind of hard to do. Again, you're doing a lot of inner work, but some robotic affirming, or just affirming when you feel you need it to remind yourself of the power. Any of those things I just said with all those miracle affirmations. Or, you know what? I'm going to do something special for you. Give me a moment. Yeah, I just saw 333 for you, so that's a nice confirmation for me to do this. I'm going to go grab another deck that I wasn't planning on using. Okay, I just went and grabbed the Daily Light Affirmation deck, which is a new deck I just received from my publisher. It's a different deck from another author, Joanna Hunter. It is gorgeous. I haven't used it in one of their big readings yet. I will be very soon. I just did an unboxing video of this deck, which I will link above if you want to check that out. But I just feel like there's an affirmation in here for you to send you on your way with, right? So what does deck 4 need to hear to help you really affirm your way into more abundance, to really reprogram your mind? I love and accept myself wholly and completely. Now, deck 4, there's so much to be said for self-love, self-acceptance, all that sort of stuff. But what I'm getting with this affirmation is it's loving and accepting everything you desire. I love and accept myself wholly and completely. I love and accept my future. I love and accept all versions of myself, my past, my present, and my future versions of myself wholly and completely. I love and accept all versions of myself wholly and completely. that's for you specifically how I would just slightly amend this beautiful affirmation. By that I mean love and accept what you want, and know that because you can imagine it, because you can dream of that wealth you desire, that means it's possible for you. If it were not possible for you, you could not imagine it, because you are the creator of your reality. So the fact that you can imagine it means it's possible. Now it's time to let go. Ooh, other big thing for you this month, you guys, last little bit of guidance here. Now it is time for you, once you're clear on what you want and you start telling the stories that will speak that into existence, stop trying to figure out how it's going to happen. Release attachment to how or when. Remember I said no timelines? Also the how. Release the how. If you keep speaking it into existence and you keep asking for the support from the universe, you keep following those breadcrumbs, you keep telling yourself the story of miracles spring up wherever I walk. I create infinite, endless miracles. I love all versions of myself and what I can imagine for myself wholly and completely. If you can do that, then it's like you are training your brain to be looking for miracles. You're training your brain to be creating them. You're training your subconscious to do this. So then those things have to follow, and then you get to seize on them and keep tuning into what feels right, what feels aligned to act on, right? So this month is so much about releasing the how, which is again another way we give away our power, and stop limiting the universe and instead start owning your power to create what it is you desire. You don't have to know all of the how, just the next step and the next step. And where you're going, right? You just need to know point A and B and Z. You don't need to know all the rest of the points between there. Because then once you do point A and point B, C and D start to appear, and then, so on and so forth until you get to where you want to go. So releasing the how, I know that's easier said than done. There's a whole lesson in detachment we could have on that, which might be a topic for a future reading. Now that I'm saying that, we'll see. But detaching from the how and the when is going to be so key for you, and focusing more on the thoughts, the stories you tell yourself around money and what's possible for you, and creating that from the inside out. So, wow, deck 4, really, really big month for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it, how it resonated, or what you are manifesting, what you're speaking into existence, or what affirmation you're using this coming month. I'd love to hear all of that. Your comments truly mean so much to me and give me inspiration for future videos, so thank you for commenting. You are also welcome to subscribe to this channel for future card readings for abundance if you're not already subscribed. And if you're ready to truly tap into and harness your power to manifest money, to speak the wealth you desire into existence from the inside out, come join me inside of the Wealth Vibe membership. It is an absolute steal of a price. It is only $25 a month, and you can cancel at any time. We have an amazing community of like-minded, high vibe people in there, tons of resources to support your spiritually aligned wealth journey. We have a receiving mode challenge starting in there. It's just started today, the day that this video posted, where you can relax your way to more abundance, relax like your next level self would, in fact. We also are starting on June 6th. I'm going to be posting daily mini abundance readings in there for the foreseeable future so that you can easily stay aligned with the reality you desire to create, the wealth you want to call in daily. It's just that extra guidance for you to tap into that's only available in the membership. So that starts June 6th. So the link for the Wealth Vibe is in the description and pinned comment below. I would love to get to see you there. If you want to order your own copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, that link is also below. And with all of that being said, I am wishing you massive prosperity and abundance and truly understanding this deep soul lesson and unlocking those doors to wild wealth for you, deck 4, in the month of June. And I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.